Good morning, Deep Laner'z. How y'all doing? I gotta remember not to talk hard or loud because my throat is irritated. Y'all come on in. Good morning, namaste. I hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful night's rest. Y'all come on in. I just see the notification just went out. Y'all don't forget to thumbs up the live and also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go live. Y'all beautiful people, come on in. It's early in the morning and I want to talk. If this is your first time here, my name is Cheryl. This is a wonderful challenge. I mean, channel. And I do have a challenge for you today, but it's a wonderful channel. Y'all come on in. Wake up, wake up. Have y'all had breakfast? Come on in, come on in. This is, what is Tuesday, July the 15th. Yeah, July the 15th, and it's raining. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain, but it's raining softly. I might have to move mine, because now it's starting to rain hard. I want to keep the phone here. Hey, Nate the Great, how you doing? Okay, we might have to shift the phone down, because just when I went live, it started to rain hard. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing great. Turn on some lights. I had everything all set up and it just started to rain. How you doing today? I am waiting for my Deep Laner'z to come on in here. It is early in the morning. Hello, Joseph. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look, guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I really do. And I want y'all to stay positive as much as possible, okay? I want to talk. I'm just waiting a couple of minutes for some friends of mine to come up in here. Y'all thumbs up the live. Double tap the screen. Y'all, I was over there listening to Don Lemon this morning and last night. And I want to talk about, thank you, Joseph. I want to talk about Epstein Island. I got some stuff I want to talk about. I want to know what y'all think. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up. Can y'all share the link? Nate and Joseph, can y'all share the link? We also will be talking about Christian nationalists. I did a little research on that. And yeah. Hello, good morning, guys. There are 12 people here and one thumbs up. Can y'all thumbs up the live? Double tap the screen, please. What's up, Rob? How you doing? Double tap the screen. Where my ladies at? Where my ladies at? Where my ladies at? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hello, Cody McIntyre. How you doing? Where y'all from? Where y'all from this morning? 15 people in here. 3 likes. Can we get the likes up? Can you double, even if you decide to leave, double tap the screen. We're here for this wonderful morning talk. You're in Ohio? Okay, Ohio in the building. What's going on in Ohio? Are you a Republican? Who did you vote for? Did you vote? Y'all double tap the screen. It's 15 people. Like, like, like. It's important to like the video, guys. Yes? Okay. Do you mind telling me who you voted for? I mean, I don't care one way or the other. I'm just, Do you mind telling me who you voted for? Oh my God. Thank you. Can I guess so. You voted for Trump. Can you tell me why? Why'd you vote for Trump? I'm just curious. What was it? What did he promise you? What radiated with you or resonated with you in the campaign? It's so early. My people are not used to me going live this early. I'm still trying to get this thing. There we go. That's good. No, we're not doing that. I guess I'll end the live and come live later. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Y'all come on in. I forgot I have a Target gift card that I need to use. Good morning. Good morning. I don't see anybody in here that I know. I guess I'll open up a little mail. Good morning. Y'all thumbs up the live for me. Good morning. Thumbs the live up for me, guys. Okay. Okay. This is wonderful. Health and Human Services. Okay. Um, you too, Ellie. Thank you. Where y'all from? Pharmacy. Um, Spectrum. What's up? Let's see. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Oh, Augusta, Georgia. What's up, Augusta, Georgia? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much. What? Good morning. Mm, that's not good. How did they come up with that? Where am I? I'm in North Carolina. Yeah, no. Hello. 35. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, no. They made a mistake. What's up, Marcus? Good morning. What's up, Sherwin? Good morning to you. Good morning, Sherwin. I was waiting for. I'm doing great, Marcus. I slept good. It's a beautiful day because it's cloudy, and it's cloudy and what? Why? Hello, India. It's great to always see you and hear your wonderful voice. Thank you, Marcus. These people don't bump their head. Oh no. We're definitely gonna get on the phone. Oh no. Oh no. Good morning, guys. Let's see. Have I missed anybody? Good morning. I wanted to do some commentary, but not enough of my folks are here. Hello, Hinaway. Calls me the Nubian Queen. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Shit, it's hot. It just got really humid. It might be me. It might be me. I thought I would get more of my folk in here early this morning. Hey, mom of two. How you doing today, girl? You doing all right? Did you get up on the right side of the bed, honey? Oh, I thought the other one. Oh, we got two. Okay. Oh, oh, girl, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Still a little stuffy though. All right, so open up all the meal. 12 people. Woo, child. The water went down the wrong way. I got both. Oh, I got a new Capital One card and I got bills. Oh, oh my God. Hold on. Oh, I got to turn the air on. Oh my God. I try not. Is that air too loud, y'all? I try not to turn it on. Good morning. What's up, Joseph? I got water right here. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. I'm waiting for some of my women's to get in here. Good morning. I guess the women don't know. Are there all any female uh, moderators in the building? What's up, though? What y'all got planned for today? I got a whole lot to talk about, but I don't see the right people in here for me to conversate. So I just chit chat with y'all. Thank you, Henry. I appreciate that. Good morning. Ooh, that air feel good to me. Oh my God. Let's turn it down a little bit. Yes. Good morning, y'all. What y'all? Why the men folks up so early? The women ain't up early. Why the women are not up early? The men are up. Y'all, I had on that TikTok jewelry, and then all of a sudden I started feeling little tings around my neck, like little tick, tick, tick. And I was like, ooh, what is that? And honey, when I look real good, that necklace had broke me out, and I was like, oh my God. But my color is coming back. It darkened around there. You know how sometimes when people are overweight and they get the dark ring around their neck? I don't have that. I don't have that. It's Flavor with Tea. Good morning, girl. How you doing? I love TikTok stuff. I love like undergarments. I love TikTok stuff. Perfumes. What else have I bought? Oh, this tripod that I'm using now is TikTok stuff. Like, I love TikTok stuff. What's up, Big John? Thank you. China stuff, yes. Don't you love China stuff? China's magnificent. They've been making our life better for a long time. All the men admire your beauty. You know, not every content creator can say the same. Thank you, Mama Two. Listen, Mama Two, girl, I found out yesterday that the tea people have to show themselves on camera. It's new on YouTube. I am so excited about that. I am. Because I feel like they are so critical when it comes to everything that they see, but they hide themselves behind the banner. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can do their commentary like everybody else, like everybody else, but show yourself, you know? Because if you're focusing, just imagine for a minute that if every time I come on camera and you talk awful about my big nose, but then, yeah, for real. That's what Sonya Boo told me yesterday. Just imagine if I come on camera, every time I come on camera, you talking about how big my nose. Some, you said some will definitely disappear. You talking about my nose, Sher Grabowski, big ass teeth, and then when we finally see you, you ain't got enough ass to make it to the stop sign, and your nose go all the way over your face, and you got two teeth in your head. Girl, we gonna holler and scream. Girl, we gonna fall out on the floor and kick our legs. Good morning, Martin. We gonna do it all. We gonna laugh and gag. We gonna cry for days. I know I will. I'm gonna cry for days if I find out that you ain't got but one leg and two fingers on one hand. Your hair is thin and you look real, real crazy, but you've been talking about me for years. We're going to cry. Okay, we're gonna cry a river. Period. And I think that's what they get. Because when you behind that banner, when you're behind that banner, you being all and you're being all kind of critical. And you being all kind of critical. And then we find out you, it's almost like the Wizard of Oz when you see the man or the woman behind the curtain. Like when we finally see you, oh what a time. You know what I'm saying? When we finally realize that your confidence was behind the banner, when we finally realize that you were only bold because we couldn't see you, it's gonna be a time. I'm so excited. I've been speaking about this for a long time because my spider senses tell me that these people are just pretenders and they are fake and they're not real and they're phony. They're not like the Grabowski. They're not like me. You know what I'm saying? They're not authentic. They're not. You know what I'm saying? But they're probably mentally ill, so they don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very excited about that. I feel like all of us people who are bold enough and courageous enough to really come on camera and show people who we really are, like in our own environments and all of that, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? These people can't do that. And I'm excited. But I knew YouTube would change their rules. I've been known it. I've been waiting on it. I've been speaking to this because it's not good. It's horrible for the platform. It's horrible for the people that are on YouTube that are learning and growing and and whose lives are changing because people like me, um, what's up, Imada? People like me are wise enough, have lived so much life experience, and understand that when you come to the platform, hopefully the camera on will encourage them to change and deliver real content. Thank you, Mama, too. That's all I'm saying. Will encourage them or they'll go away. But, I'm curious to find out, to watch their energy shift, to listen, because you could hear confidence, right? It has a sound. You know what I'm saying? You could hear authenticity. But if they're in front of the camera and all of that, and they are not who they say they are, you will hear it. You will hear it. And I'm excited. I'm excited about. I've been told them people that was gonna change. I've been told them that, so they can go back to MySpace or go back to Periscope, go over there to those platforms, that social media streams that say that that's okay. They can do that. Just go back. You know what I'm saying? This is a healthy place. This is for grown people, not people who are suffering from all kind of mental illnesses. No. Because like I told y'all, when I'm over on TikTok, when you get into the comment section on TikTok, you see none of this weird stuff that you see on YouTube. You don't. TikTok is a positive place. I'm telling you. They are encouraging. They are sound. They are authentic. What's up, battler? What is it? Hey, real. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say that. Real. Hey, good morning. Now, some of y'all names, y'all, I really, I just, what I'm saying. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. I gotta blow my nose. Y'all have a good day. I'm waiting for my moderators to come in. Y'all hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me mute it. Oh, let me get these people out. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Can y'all hear me? I thought good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Just in case you come into the replay. Um, yeah, good morning. I'm so excited that these banner people gonna be dealt with. I'm serious. I listened to I thought I put it on mute when I blew my nose, so I'm very sorry about that. I tried. I saw a short that one of the content creators did on Q. It was, it was just, the person was doing a lot of cussing, calling her out her name, talking about, um, calling her a B, and saying that what he said about her was true and that she didn't want to admit it. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's those people that's getting ready to be dealt with. Good. This is crazy. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, yes. Yes. It's crazy. So I feel like in this sector that I'm in, I don't consider myself well, um, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. In this sector that I'm in, I observe like some of the people and what they choose to do content on. Oh my God, it's crazy. But I don't know if that's what I was supposed to be doing. I mean, I did it in the beginning. What's up, James? Good morning. I did it in the beginning, I was critical against, some content creators and whatever. And then, things started to happen. The ball got to rolling, so to speak. And, eventually I just pulled out because I'm just better than that. Yeah, well, honey, I've been up. I've been out the house. I was inside the car at 6 a.m. No. I was inside the car at 20 minutes till 6. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Gotta blow my nose. Um, are there any guidelines against creators attacking other creators? Um, Girl, I don't think so. I mean, there might be, but these people, this is the thing about what I learned about. Mama, too, are you a content creator? They don't follow YouTube's rules. They never did. They don't follow the guidelines. So what has happened is that YouTube, no, okay, so YouTube give us the guidelines and everything. These people don't do what the guidelines say, and then YouTube gives them no consequence. And even when they get a strike, they fight strikes and come back Um, and all of that. So what I've seen, it just seemed like there is no consequence for them. They don't deserve to be here on YouTube. They don't. They don't have real channels. It's just a bunch of old rejects in a way. People who have lots of trauma, lots of issues, all of that stuff is unresolved, and they come to YouTube to hurt people. That's what they do. And they call it content. They say, I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to drag you, bitch. Stuff like that. Now, I know Bigo does it on Bigo, and that's a really horrible platform for stuff like that. True, I can't support those people and their evil spirits. Girl, they are evil. I'm telling you. And I ain't gonna lie. I was a part of it for a while. I guess about 10 months, but when I was doing what I was doing, I was like, okay, well, that's what it does. Like, that's what you do. Like, you give your opinion on another content creator. And sort of like what Tasha K does. But she has this massive platform and she makes lots and lots of money with millions. I don't know if she has 2 million subscribers, but she gets paid like big checks on social media. And I mean big, like lifestyle change type big, right? So she does that. They call it here in the sector that I'm in, they call it doxing. When you reach into a person's real life, like Inside Edition, the television news thing with the celebrities, Inside Edition, and they take the cameras over to Chris Brown's house and show you what his house looked like, or somebody spills the beans on Chris Brown and says he was going with this girl and he beat this girl. They do that type stuff. They go into your real life. So on YouTube, they call it doxing. They call it doxing. Thank you, King Bill. So they dox you, like I've done a little bit of doxing. When a young lady that knew a content creator that I was doing commentary on called me, literally called my phone one day and says, oh, well, I know her. It was a snowball effect. I can agree. I saw your opinions as just that. Never saw you being negative or nasty. These people are outright disgusting. They are. I feel like what I did, I was doing social media as I saw others do. But when I experienced how it affected the person, one person, that I did that too, with the doxing and going into her regular life and just looking into her. Because, I mean, these people on YouTube, the T people, they believe that they are insightful and they can investigate and they can take clips and put things together. They're not gifted. I'm really gifted. Like, but I stopped doing that because it was so effective. And I changed this girl's life. Do you see what I'm saying? In a negative way, but then also in a positive way too. Because looking at her now, like from her interaction with me, like she learned a lot about herself in a different way. That's what happens to me in real life. There's nobody that's around me personally that is not changed. Like, people change in my space. And that's why I came to YouTube. Because I do that. But I want to do it like positively, like I do in my real life. Unless somebody comes for me and tries to cut my head off. And then when you try to cut my head off, I'm going to have your head. That's just me, though. But as far as me reaching out to hurt somebody because I make money on YouTube, no, that's not me. I'm better than that. And that's what they do. They do it for their money. Clout is one hell of a job. They tear each other down to make themselves look better, and it is terrible. It is terrible. I don't want to be named amongst them. And so what I've done is I've I've changed the way that I stream. And one of the content creators in this sector told me, "Oh, your channel is not going to grow being positive." I tried that. That's not true. I've looked on YouTube and I found lots of positive content creators, and their platform is growing. You see what I'm saying? So it can grow. You just have to be good at it. You have to be good at what you do. And that doesn't mean that you can't speak about what's real. Right. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from people in order to grow. Well, absolutely. Like I do that in my real life. I don't hang in terrible circles. I don't like gossip groups. I don't like small talk. I don't like shallow people. I don't like none of that stuff. I like the laughs and the gags, and I love humor, yes. But being destructive just because I can, that's not me. I'm better than that. And when people hear that, sometimes they get offended. But yeah, and that's not true. You can be positive. Absolutely. And when people say, "Oh, well, Cheryl thinks she's better," I'm better than that. And I won't listen to them because I know too much about being human and how it all works. I know too much about how the brain, the sensory nervous system, just how it all works. Thank you, James. And no, I know too much about my shit than to just focus on your shit. How about that? And I'd rather clean mine up than to come and get a group of women in a chat and then we all talk about your shit, but we got plenty of shit. I despise that. That annoys me greatly. And that's what they do on the T channels. It is very annoying. All right, Bobby. Say something like that again. I've already blocked 3 people. I blocked 3 people today. You can be done before. We're not doing that. You can't get a negative rise out of me. I'm a professional streamer. What I'm going to do is ignore you and just tap the screen and block you. Hold on one second. I just had to let somebody go because they always have the same situation and not trying to get better. Oh, yes, ma'am. Um, but I'll say this too. I'll say this. A lot of people that are like that, for instance, they don't understand that their brain only shows them what's there. And I've had to distance myself from family from the negativity. Listen, mom of 2 and um, real. People only have what they have here, right? That's all they got. And they don't realize, I've been here on YouTube trying to teach people that in order to create something new, like being positive, you have to do that on purpose and create new pathways in your brain. So some people say, "Oh, well, this is me. I am who I am," or "This is me, like take me or leave me." Well, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you because your negative mind and your negativity is bothering my energy. So I'm going to leave it. Can y'all hear me? I'm going to leave it because I know. So you do pick and choose. Like, You pick and choose who you want to be around, and maybe somebody is not being negative. Maybe their opinion is different than yours, or you guys, you know what I'm saying? Even with that, you still pick and choose. You say, okay, well, you believe like this, and I believe like I've been through this, like with religion. It was always some drama, so I let her go. Hey, Maurice, I've been through this like with religion. Like now, I'm not so religious, but I'm more spiritual. I'm religious still, because if you were ever religious, you're always going to be religious, right? Because you learn what you learn, you experience what you experience. It's a part of you. So religion still is a part of me. But I'm more spiritual because I've expanded the way that I think, or I've gone beyond that. Now, some people who are religious still and not spiritual, they've gotten offended with me and my views. You know what I'm saying? And even though I love them and they love me, they just say, well, the way that Cheryl believes, I can't deal with her anymore. And that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Because I understand that if you believe in a literal hell and I don't, and when I say that hell is not real, that more is the state of consciousness. Um, Let me erase this comment. Let me erase that. I'm gonna erase that, and let me erase this one. And then if I see the comments again, I'll block you. But yeah. So it's not just negative people, but people that think and believe different than you. You can separate from those people too. It's like we're on a journey, y'all. Sometimes people fit into your life. People be doing the much, and yeah, I don't. They try to. This is the thing about trolls. But I've been streaming too long. Like I used to go off and go bonkers with crazy comments, but I've been streaming too long, so it don't even bother me anymore. My skin is pretty thick. But yeah, so even family members, you know what I'm saying? Even family members, it's the same. Like I've been through it all. That's why I'm here on YouTube to share, because I've been through it all. I've been through it all. Family members that say, "Oh well, I don't know what's wrong with Cheryl," or "Cheryl is crazy," or "Cheryl is lying." You know what I'm saying? Because I've learned. I'm from North Carolina, the United States, North Carolina. I've learned so much more than what I was taught growing up. My coach just said to me the other day, and y'all know she's not coaching me now, but we're friends. We talk. And she said, "Cheryl, she said, you're fucking amazing." And I said, "Why?" We were just talking about some things that was going on in my life. And she said, the way, she said, what you've experienced in your life and how you grew up, it's amazing how you are, because she knows me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you become that? The different pathways in your brain. That's how. The different pathways. You never stop learning. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's what you're attracted to. It's what you're attracted to. Like, you could watch Jerry Springer, or you could watch Oprah Winfrey. You could watch Boys in the Hood, or you could watch a documentary, or you could do both. But it's whatever you're attracted to. You see what I'm saying? It's whatever you are attracted to. I've always been attracted to deep conversations. That's why I call you guys the Deep Laner'z. That's why we are the way that we are. I've always, and so even when it comes to religion and what I was taught, you know, there was a certain group of people in my life, black people, because I'm a black girl, right? There were black people in my life, the black churches that I went to, because I'm a black girl, so went black people, black churches. I went to those places, right? And I don't know if somebody's confused, but I'm not rattled at all. So rattled is not a good word for where I am right now. Um, so that was my experience, right? So and so who says, who's like, why am I supposed to say, oh well, these are the people that I grew around, this is what we talk about, this is what I've experienced, and that's it? No, I make all the decisions about what I listen to, what I am a part of, what ignites me and excites me, what I'm attracted to. It's me, it's not them. So then when I expand, right? Expanded consciousness, then what happened was people that I was around got offended. And another thing that happened was I was bored with them. Do you see what I'm saying? I was bored. I was just bored. I don't like small talk. Excuse me, y'all. I don't like it. Like, I'm 54 now. See what I'm saying? So it just changed. So I'm just telling you on the other side. I'm just telling you on the other side, like, you have permission to grow and expand and be and experience whatever you want. Nobody gets to tell you as once you become an adult, like, nobody gets to tell you who you are or who you want to be. Nobody gets to do that. It's up to you. And so you might have to deal with a little loneliness, but I don't mind that because I love that. I'm social. I can be very social too, but I'm totally fine in my own skin by myself. But yeah, I look younger. Everybody say that. Yeah, but I act younger too. Like just being around me in the. But I could talk to anybody. My same experience. The abuse really comes out when you decide to cut those draining people. Right. Um, and it's just that on their side, this is what I believe. On their side, they are saying like, they might be saying like, I miss you, I love you, I just want you back, the Cheryl that I knew, or the mom of two, I just want you back. But they don't realize that that's not how life works. You see what I'm saying? And like I told the guy yesterday at the Social Security office, you're on your own life's journey. You got to learn how to detach. Do y'all know anything about detaching? You got to learn how to detach. And it's okay. Like if somebody decides to leave my life, you know, even my children, you know, Bobby, goodbye. And if you comment again, I'm going to block you. Even if my children decide, okay, well, mama, for the next 30, 45 days, I don't want to talk to you, or for the next 6 months, I'm done with you. It's okay. Because maybe they did it for their own reasons and development. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to detach. Even when it comes to parents and children. And especially toxic lovers. In the case of my family, it was grooming and control. Yeah, and they probably don't even realize, Mom of Two, that they were doing that, because when people are a lot toxic, they don't realize that they're being that way. What's up, LNN? They don't realize that they're being that way. They don't. So nowadays, I've been so far in my healing that I've come back around on the backside, and now I have more understanding and compassion and empathy. What's up, Poopy Pie? Family enmeshment is at an all-time high. What's up, Casey? I'm doing great. They sometimes don't know, um, ouch, my elbow. Sometimes they don't realize that what they're doing is not beneficial to you. You know what I mean? They don't realize that. Thank you, Poopy Pie. I've been getting rid of a lot of comments. Um, they don't realize that. But I hope that people that are watching me are learning that if a person wants to detach from you, they have their own reasons. That you're not to chase people. That you stand in your own autonomy. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So, yeah, they might not realize that, y'all. You gotta learn how to detach. Like, it's okay. It really is okay. But the family dynamic, that's a hard one. The family is a hard one. Hold on. The family is a hard situation to deal with. That comes with much grief. If anything, ask with genuine concern once and leave space for them to come back in your life if they decide to. Yes. Yeah. But you got to learn how to detach. And like I said, detachment can come with grief. But these are emotional exercises, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All of this stuff can cause you stress and pain, but you got to learn how to flex your detachment muscle, and it will tone up and you will grow. But hounding someone for closure and answers will only do more harm. Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, you don't do that. You don't hound for closure. Because listen, y'all, it's when you hound for closure, it's more about you. It's more about you. You need them to, and listen, just feel my heart. Just feel my heart right now. Because I've been this way. So I know. When you demand enclosure, it's more about them helping you feel better. Now, when it comes to feelings and emotions, those are yours. And you've got to attend to them, not them. You don't use other people to help you feel better. Let me say that one more time. You don't use other people to help you feel better. You've got to do that yourself. I don't want you to be dependent on another person. Whether they not speak to you ever again, it doesn't matter. Just get yourself under control. I found myself taking on other people's weights and problems. Yep, empathic people can do that. And that's when I said, no, I got to get away from this. Yes. All right. Remove. Yep, you comment one more time, darling. We're going to block you, okay? Go to the next stream. So, no. You know, it's almost like in a real bad domestic relationship when a person says, oh, you've hurt me emotionally. Like, you've hurt me. And then they grab the person or whatever. And now they feel justified in hurting the person back. Like, okay, Bobby, block. No, 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 no. When a person does something like that, you remove yourself. You don't need to be with that person anyway. That person's not even worth your time or your energy. You're doing yourself a favor by walking away. If a person says they love you, whether friendship or romantic relationship, and they're hurting you, then please just leave, because you've got to love yourself enough to remove yourself. And if you want to try to make amends to rectify your wrongdoings, sometimes you have to do that without involving the original person. Yes. All right. Block. Block, darling. Goodbye. Have a great day. Toodles. Yeah, so you can't do that. I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, y'all. It was terrible. Like when I talk to somebody and I feel the weight, and when I don't talk to them, my head feels lighter. Your bull crap shouldn't be on my mind, especially when I ask you to respect my peace. Okay. I remember a person told me years and years and years ago that talking to me was like she felt like a ton of bricks was on her back. And y'all, I hated her so bad for that. Because I was in what I'm telling y'all now. Most of the stuff I tell y'all about, I've been that person. I was in emotional distress, and I wanted her to listen to all of my woes. And it was too much for her. She couldn't take it. But I hated her for a long time for that. But she wasn't supposed to take my woes. I didn't know how to deal with my emotions and my feelings. I didn't know how to do that. I just didn't know how. I didn't know how. And we're gonna do some exercises on this channel so I can teach some of y'all how. Maybe y'all would like me. A lot of it don't come with time and age. I know people that are older than me and they don't know how to regulate. When they get mad, everybody else gonna suffer and hurt. When they get mad, people are gonna go through. When they get mad and their feelings and emotions are hurt, then everybody's gonna go through like, no. Yeah. Yeah, being the therapist for friends can get draining after a while, but that's only when someone feels the responsibility to fix the other person's emotions. Hold on, y'all, for one. Sorry. People feel uncomfortable sitting with hurting people, but the ministry of presence is such a great tool. Now, I'm going to tell you what, Poopy Pie, now I can do it all day. That's all right. Where you been, WV? I can do it all day into the next day. If you are in pain, I can sit with you. I could be there present for you. I'm serious. Like, I literally have a gift for doing that. You know what I mean? Um, what's been going on, WV? I can do that and have done it and do it. I do that all the time. But now, Poopy Pie, part of what I do though is sometimes I keep my gifting to myself. I pull back and I will not regulate you. If I'm around a person and they frequently lose their cool and they have temperament issues, I will refrain. I will pull back like a turtle in a shell and take all of my abilities to soothe, calm, and all of that for you. And I will pull it back because the person has to learn that you have to regulate on your own. You're not gonna, you see what I'm saying? It all depends. Yeah, just sharing space in it. Sometimes it's not about the situation. It's just where you are at, where you're at, I feel. I do it for work and a whole space and silence, but recharging is good too. Yes, I absolutely know how to do both. I've been working so much and work has been stressful. Okay. I've been hurt and abused in a 15-year marriage. My ex-wife is toxic and abusive. She was a woman of chaos, lies, and toxic drama. I hung in there for my daughter. Okay. Are you guys not together anymore? Poopy Pie says, the only time that gets hard on me is listening to my sister, but that's because she complains about her daughter's relationship when she left her 3 years ago and doesn't want anything to do with my sis. Oh, wow. Some people just want you to co-sign on their BS, though. Yeah, I don't do that. Scroll to my comment, Miss Cheryl. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I just read it. I just read it. You hung in there for your daughter. Okay. Yeah, I was in a toxic relationship for 23 years. And most of what I'm talking about now, I didn't know then. I didn't know not to scream and to holler and to cuss. I didn't know not to regulate him. I didn't know how not to take the blame for everything. I didn't know those things. I went into a program with a wonderful, wonderful coach, and the program was excellent. And while I was in the program with her, thank God, I know that's right, I began to do my own research and my introspection into my soul, and I've been on a journey ever since. So what I am now is completely different than what I used to be. And what I know now is way valuable than what I knew back then. Back in those days, the only thing I knew was to fight and to pray. That's all I knew. To fight and to pray. And it wasn't enough. You seem like a very intelligent, strong woman. Love what you are saying. Thank you, Rob. Um, so yeah, y'all, that detachment, to be able to detach from lovers, friends, husband, parents, relatives is a skill that we all need. We all need it. You know, in this climate that we're in right now with so much domestic violence and all of that, that's what these people need. These people need emotional regulation and knowing how to detach from a person and knowing how to own their own autonomy. You know what I'm saying? I have a little resonance of animosity and resentment for her. She cheated and left. My daughter lives with me. Oh yeah, I understand that. Are you working on it though? Hold on, y'all. Are you working on it? My daughter taught me to be petty and checked out in marriage. Thank God I learned better. My mother taught me to be petty and checked out in marriage. Thank God I learned better. Yeah. I used to check out too. Checking out is not good, guys. Be like, nah, I'm done. Ignoring a person. That's like being passive aggressive. Oh, my belly hurt. So yeah, these are all skills that all, especially in the domestic violence world. I get mad. This young man on the live, he got mad with his wife. They were always fussing. He was never able to regulate. She was always poking. And they both are unalive now because of basically because of mental stress and emotional dysregulation. That's all it is. And understanding that they are toxic. You're trying. She was asleep at the wheel for the last decade of my childhood. Wow. Well, let me ask you something, Poopy Pie. Have you resolved things between you and your mother? What's up, Niji? Niji? Negi? Have you resolved things between your mother, between you and your mother? I'm telling you now, from where I stand, we started talking again after a few years of no contact. What I'm saying is, okay, so I understand that, but are things resolved emotionally? Like before my mother passed away, everything was resolved. Everything. We had resolved everything. I had spoke on everything. I was mad and no contact. I had done it all. I had done it all. I had confronted her. I had fussed her out. I had done it all. You know, me and her went from can't stand each other, damn near hate each other, to under not to wow, Cheryl, you done good in therapy, and then wow, Mama, I didn't know that about you, to sharing details of how she became Marjorie, what it meant for my mother to be just Marjorie, not Cheryl's mom or or my siblings' mother, but just my mama. Who was she when she was 14? We resolved everything. She even told me about her and her mother's dynamic. We had resolved everything. I'm telling you. I got to know her as the person that she was. Mine was asleep at the wheel my entire life. Trying to resolve it is met with denial, blame shifting, and avoidance. Okay, I know exactly where y'all are. Mom of two. I get that. Kind of, I said my piece, but I still have some resentment about the way she continues enabling my sister. Okay, so y'all are still in the mix. Things are still going on. Okay, so both of y'all have a level of healing and introspection. And can y'all see that by you guys going on your journey, has your mother started on any introspection at all? Both of y'all mothers. I never thought in my lifetime that a man could be abused. I never thought me as a man, 5'10", 205 pounds of lean muscle, I was a wrestler, would be abused by a 4 foot fit, nothing female. That's because of the emotions. We as people, all of us, are a lot emotion phobic. Emotions and what to do with emotions had my life terrible. My life was terrible when it came to that. And it resolved. It just gave me a better life since I learned about that. I can't talk enough about emotions. Really, I could just do a 5 hour live stream on that. Look at like at least now she realizes how much she failed me, but she still can't change the behavior. Okay, so she realizes it, but she doesn't know what to do about it. Okay. So there's self-awareness and want to change, but they haven't. And I think the 2 years of no contact made them think about, yes, absolutely. So your 2 years of no contact has started the chain, the domino. Everything, Poopy Pie and Mama too. Everything that you guys do energetically, mentally, and emotionally is affecting your mothers. All of it. Every bit. My dad still enables my sister even more than she does. Oh, wow. At first, Casey says, at first I never wanted to say anything because I felt embarrassed and ashamed. I'm so proud of you, Casey. It sounds like you have what a lot of men don't have: emotional intelligence. I'm always, uh, always proud of men that have that. What's up, the great debater? Good morning. Absolutely not. She'll never change. I've just given up. Okay. She told me she's proud that I had the strength to do things she wasn't able to when I was small to protect me. That made me tear up like a little, yeah, yeah. Because when she said that, that spoke to your inner child. I put my foot down and I told her no more. Good. Y'all, Lord, all of a sudden, she never heard the word no. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Mama too. Like, I remember when I was like where you was. Like, I don't ever have to speak to her another day in my life. I remember, hold on. Excuse me. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh, this rain has made me so stuffy. Mm. Okay, so you're welcome. When I was a kid, my dad's stepmother groomed and abused us pretty bad. Your dad, wait a minute. My dad's stepmother. Girl, let's see. And she would always talk about how bad their behaviors were, but still invite them over every holiday to appease my dad. It was a weird dynamic. She didn't know no better, girl. Oh, God. She didn't know any better. I mean, some of our, oh, these people, Lord. Oh, God. Y'all know what scares me to death? I'm going to tell y'all right now. This is the only thing that scares me, I believe, in this world. I mean, like, really, 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 really scares me. So yesterday when I was at the, I'm going to read your comment, Poopy Pie. When I was at the Social Security Department, Social Security Administration, there was this black girl that walked in. She had 3 kids. And in my opinion, all of her children, she had 3. She had an arm baby and 2 boys. One looked like he was maybe 10 and the other looked like he was, maybe one looked like he was 11, the other was like 9. And it scared me. I said, in my next life lease, I'm so scared I'll be born to a bad parent. I'm so scared. Oh, because she looked like her mental capacity wasn't there. The children were not well groomed. You know, the bottom of her feet was black. Her heels were crusty. She had a cheap pocketbook. She wasn't groomed. Her hair wasn't done. The arm baby looked special needs. And I was like, oh my God. And the boys had a small water bottle that they were tossing amongst themselves in the Social Security office, and it was dripping on the floor. And she let them do it while she talked on this cheap phone. And she acted like she didn't see them, and they were tossing it hard, and the water was dripping. And I was like, I don't want to be born to a person like that in my next life. I've got to evolve and grow and learn all my lessons. I don't want that. I don't want that. Because y'all know I don't really believe in a heaven and a hell like that. I believe that, life never stops. Like a leaf that falls from the tree, goes into the ground, breaks down, the gases come up, and then the nourishment go back through the ground, come back up through the tree. That's how I think we are. And it just triggered me yesterday, and I was like, oh my God, kind of reminded me of my childhood in a way. And my mom was still fine with sending us there for months alone without a phone. She didn't know. I'll continue checking on and caring for my mother, but I'll never bring up the past or how she's hurt me again. Not worth the pain. Okay, but listen, Mama, too, listen. I gotta show you what to do with it. Just because it hurts today doesn't mean that it's gonna keep on hurting. You could get all the hurt out. You get all the hurt out. Just like scooping out a cantaloupe. You cut the cantaloupe and you scoop it. You scoop it, scoop it, scoop it. You remember, have you ever heard me say hurt so good? Hurt so good. You can get it all out. It's an emotion. We can clean it out. It won't hurt anymore. I don't want you to avoid the pain. That's like avoiding it. Like Cheryl, that box right there is full of pain. I don't want to mess with it because I don't want to feel that. The contents of the box is pain. I don't want to feel. So no, that's what Leandra Johnson said about that childhood event that she will not speak on. She said, absolutely not. You're saying the same thing, but I'm just saying, I want you to. You can deal with the pain. You know what I'm saying? We want you to. Be a poopy pie. Want you to deal with it. We don't want you to say, oh, when you look at it, say, oh, that hurt too bad. I don't want to deal with that. No, I want you to. You don't have to cut all the infection out during a single surgery, but it needs to be cut out at some point, yes. I just want you to just think about that. That Cheryl Grabowski is saying, I can handle this pain. Poopy Pie is saying, we can get a little bit out at the time. And that Cheryl is completely saying, we can get it all out. You can eventually look at the situation, talk to her, remember all of the memories and not feel a thing, not feel that pain at all, and replace it with understanding and perception and some other things. I promise you, I did it. That's how I know. Yep. It worked that way for, I guess it hurt so badly because as a mother, I can't imagine how anyone could hurt their own children. I'll give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. Hold on, y'all. Oh my God. Good morning. What's up, K-Star? Good morning. Have you ever asked her what motherhood was like for her? That's a good question. Mother of two, that's a good question. Poopy Pie said, I've been good. I've been good. I'm just stuffy. And when I blow my nose, I kind of get dizzy. I think I'm blowing too hard. That's a good question, mother of two. I don't feel bad. It's just, girl, I started the live feeling fantastic. But as soon as it started to rain, I'm stuffy. What's up, Lil Donna? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a fantastic question. Do you remember, Mama, too, when I said that I got to learn, when I got to learn Marjorie, that's my mother. I got to learn about her when she was 14. When she was 14, you know what I'm saying? And just visualize. Do a visualization. Everybody on the live do this for me. Um, she painted a perfect picture of which I later found out was a lie. Okay. It could be, your mom could be, she could have listen, she could have mental health issues. She could have traumas and triggers. She could have unresolved issues. She could be, when we say mental health issues, she could be a compulsive liar. She could be dealing with a split. You know, when certain things happen to us when we are young, do you not know your damn brain will split in order to help you survive the event? There are a plethora of things that could have happened to your mother that you don't know about, right? But for instance, when my mother gave me a visualization, or she told me a story which I visualized. So my mother was known for having one of the best figures in the town that I live in. Some people say, sure, that's ridiculous. No, she was. She told me the story, and then I met people later on in life that addressed me that way when they found out that I was her daughter. They was like, girl, your mama had a bad shape. But anyway, so having a figure like that at 12 and 14 back in those days, and then dealing with a mother who worked a lot outside of the home and having a boyfriend, a live-in boyfriend. Not only the live-in boyfriend, but the men in the family and the neighbors around, and her peers and the boys that were around. Having a big, voluptuous BBL bottom in those days. Bow leg, beautiful figure, a body that most young girls or women would want. She went through a lot. Thank you, Annie Wallington. She went through a lot. So when she said to me, this is one of the things that helped me a lot with her. She said her mama was at work and her stepdad would get home around the time that they would get home from school. And then that she would clean up and do her house chores so that she could get out of there to keep him from putting his hands all over her when her mother wasn't at home. So then she would go out, right? So now she gets away from him, right? Because that's her mother's man. She gets away from him, but then she's outside with all of the teenagers and all of the boys and all of her friends' boyfriends and everybody out there with that BBL body. And things happened. She told me one night having to wrestle with a family member, and she said that when the sun came up, it almost reminded me of wrestling with a vampire. She was so relieved because when the sun came up, then grandma would get up and do her coffee. Well, you know, grandmas rise early so that that family member could leave her alone because she had to fight him all night long. Stories like that help me to understand, since I know healing and introspection, what it possibly did to her. When someone abused as a kid, when their own kid gets that age, it sends their nervous system into pure chaos. Yeah, because I think about my grandkids every day. Yeah. So, when it comes to our parents, they were not always our parents. Being a parent of 4 adult children and knowing that I've let my kids down in lots of ways. Thinking about my mother and how she let me down in lots of ways. It's overwhelming sometimes. It's hard not to allow your trauma to color how you parent. It is, woo, poopy pie. And my daughter has told me, stop. My daughter has told me about my granddaughters. She said, stop it. Stop, mama. That is your lens. I can't keep on being extra paranoid about Ashlyn, because you know what I'm saying? Everybody, every guy, every man is not going to put his hands on children. I have 3 sons. I don't believe that they've ever done that to a child. Do you see what I'm saying? We can't. So, no. But at the same time, there are some that are going to absolutely do it if you're not watching. They're going to do it. Absolutely. As soon as they get a chance. It's hard. It's hard. As soon as you leave them alone with your child is got. Your child is God. You know? Thank you, Annie. And that hurts. I know they get on my nerves. Soon as they jump into the lie, some of them are what we are explaining. I just believe, like, in this YouTube app and what I've seen, lots of inappropriate sexual things being said. Some of these people hear us with these kind of conversations and they know it's them. Some will even do it with you watching, teaching your kids that it's okay and safe to come to you is the only way. Girl, I know. To poopy pie. Oh, my stomach is so sore. Teaching your children that it's so safe, it's okay, and it's safe to come into you is hard. But we have got to do that. Like, we've got to do it. And for the women or boys, and I feel sorry for the boys, because boys don't feel comfortable telling their parents or whomever that this person touched them. And then for your child to come to you and say that, and then you say for whatever reason you don't believe it, it's just completely devastating. It's devastating. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to keep y'all on this live. And we're going to get them moving. We're going to get them moving. Y'all can talk to each other. And I'll pick it up when I can. Hold on. I need a car out. Oh. Ah. Mm. Oh. Hello. Stop right here. Sure is. Y'all be right back. No audio, no visual. What? I wish I could set y'all up while I drive. But anyway, I guess I'll just end the live. I'll see y'all when I get home. Bye, guys.